back for another one of these things. Yeah. How are we?
Not great.
Yeah.
All
Look,
right.
Daniel threw the game last week. We lost to hurt me, and you put him back on my team. Don't get your hand away from me. This is disgusting.
This is like a bad TikTok right here, where it's just doing the.
Are there good ones?
Give each other a high five.
I haven't seen a good TikTok yet.
I don't know. Hi, Ryan.
Hey,
Good to see you, buddy.
Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, brother.
It's a little rough.
Great.
See,
Hey, Barry. Barry, you got a little something in your nose.
Oh, I got it.
Get
I got to flip that. All right, here we go. That's
There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
I've been mirrored the whole time.
So it's not going to be fair, right? We agree.
Don't jinx us.
Oh, Daniel, I'll go along with it that you and Tom don't work together every day to torture me.
I'm trying to pet Tom right now.
It's like a true or false test in school. Just true, false,
Yeah.
true, false, false, true.
Got a
Up,
50-50
down,
chance.
down, left, right,
Oh,
BABA,
true.
select start. You know what I mean?
Konami.
Okay, so let's all say hello one at a time. Dash, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Dash from down here in Miami, member of Society Circus Players, and thank you for having me aboard again.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey,
Dad.
Dash. Glad to have you. Barry, how you doing?
Hey, good. Barry from Doghouse Theater.
Oh,
And,
yes.
Ready to go today. We sweeped last time, so I'm looking to maintain the sweep.
I'll do my best.
Did
Thank you
you?
for coaching me for the winning team. Appreciate that, Tom.
What's that?
I said,
What?
coaching me for the winning team. Appreciate that, Tom.
Okay. If you win, I will change your name caption there to winner. How about that?
Yay!
Probably change
No
it
one
to
else.
Daniel.
No
Probably
one
change your name to Daniel. That's what he'll change your name to.
How you doing, Lauren?
I'm okay. I've been watching YouTube videos by this amazing 10-year-old drumming prodigy. And her name is Nandi Bushell, and she is amazing. And she actually challenged Dave Grohl to a drum off, and
Wow.
she is good enough that he actually responded and took her up on it. And just kind of watching her videos, I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, Dave Grohl does that kind of stuff. Didn't they bring a guitarist up on stage once?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a random fan member.
Yeah, they just brought him up, threw a guitar on the guy, and the guy knew the song. And he was really damn good.
Yeah, he shredded it, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He was in the new Bill and Ted movie. I won't give anything else away, but
And
he
so
was in that movie.
his guitar
Dave Grohl is
the
the
blue
best drummer alive
Mm.
and is the lead singer and guitarist of his own band. That's it. That's
Well, I mean, there are other. Okay, alive. Yeah, Neil Peart is dead now, so yes.
Ringo's still alive, guys.
Yeah, and Ginger Baker is dead. So
Yeah.
he was. Alan White, I think he's gone. Bill Bruford.
we should attach in memory at the end of this episode to the
There
great
we go.
drummers.
Yes,
Can you put that together, Tom?
A slideshow real quick.
to the great drummers who have beat it. Put a bump. Rim shot. Ryan, how are you?
Hey, Tom. Hi, everybody. You know, I figured it out. I feel like I'm in an episode of Hollywood Squares where everyone's kind of like a regular, and every now and then I make an appearance, and Casey's like the Jim J. Bullock of the show. Because he's the one
I don't
that
understand that reference, and
I
it makes
watched-
me feel good that I'm
I
not that
watched
old.
the old original version of Hollywood Squares, the Paul Lind version of Hollywood Squares, so I don't know who these replacements are. But
Yeah.
We've lost all of our viewers. Every viewer is
That
gone.
makes me John
Yeah.
Rivers. I think we need to talk.
I'm talking about, this was more in the 80s where there was like the one regular guy who came on all the time. And
right. I'm
Whoopi-
sure.
Whoopi Goldberg.
well, that
Yeah,
was more in the 2000s. I'm talking more in the 80s.
Yeah, that was the
80s.
newer version, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
was,
the newer version. But anyway, regardless, it's great to be here. And hey, hopefully we can win some money for these contestants.
yeah, you can.
Yay.
Sure. Hey, we've got a minute and a half. Tell us everything good that happened in the 80s. Okay. Casey, how you doing?
Oh,
Other than-
you guys probably already know already, since you've probably been tapping into my house and listening to whether what I say is true or. Daniel, do not touch me. First of all, I am
Stop it right
fired
now.
up. I am fired up to be on the show. I've been working out. I've been doing push-ups. I've been doing leg presses.
Wow.
Swimming laps.
I'm doing those things right now.
Oh, really? Really, Tom?
Right this moment, yes.
You're doing that?
I am. I'm doing
You're
leg presses.
talented.
Mhm.
Damn. I gotta get. Anyway, whatever. Daniel's on my team, and he's gonna sink this ship.
Yeah. I'm crocheting a bathing cap right now.
Excellent.
Daniel, how you doing?
Yeah, some things people just might not know about me. Wanted to let you know. And in honor of the great work we see on TikTok every day, I wanted to let you know that I'm a savage, classy, bougie, and ratchet, and a Sagittarius. Thank you very much.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
But do you have a WAP, Daniel? Do you have a WAP?
No comment.
You know, Daniel, the Sagittarius bit that's been now going on pandemically. I feel like one day Tom is going to inform all of us that is a lie. Like that'll just be the
That's
the
right.
M. Night Shyamalan twist to this entire show.
Well, depends. Where do you consider?
Bringing in a birth certificate. He's like, actually, he's a Taurus, and everyone's gonna go, oh.
That'll be the end of the show. That's when we jump the shark.
Where do you guys consider the cusp? We'll start there, and then we'll work our way back.
Well, it's basically like a little bit below the happy trail, but above the right.
One of these. You're right, Casey. One of these days, this is going to come up. And it was not easy to try and spell that while we were doing.
Yeah, on the fly too, man.
Yeah.
Wow, swimming laps and doing push-ups.
While
And leg presses.
crocheting a bathing cap. Okay, so here we are on Are You Serious? What have we got here? Oh wow, gee, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments, and now they're backdated. Okay, well, this one means something still.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh, I definitely remember reading that comment last week.
I mean, he just keeps coming back, you know?
Yeah,
With the same comment.
the same
Yeah, well,
comment.
it surprises him every week that we're still at it.
Josh, we hope you're well, and we're glad to see you're still at the commenting thing. So that's good.
Still at
Stick
the
with it.
beach too. Still hanging out at that beach.
Okay, so let me tell you how we play the game. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you how. Each one of our contestants, one by one, has shared with me and only me some true factoids about their life, things that they've done or that have happened to them, and we're going to display one for each of them. And although I might replace their true factoid with a bullshit factoid that I made up on my own for them, and they're going to have to, never having seen it before, convince everyone that they're telling the truth. The other team will have to guess whether they're lying or telling the truth. Whichever team guesses correctly most often will win that fabulous prize, which we've doubled. It's twice as much as
Really? Where are we getting the budget?
it's there. It's there.
Are we finally able to cash in those exposure dollars that we artists have been promised over the years?
You know, I never got those. I never got exposure. So
I made a few of those this week.
So why don't we get started while we're young and while our internet is all working supposedly. So we will start, as I often do, in that right. I'm mirrored and I'm going the opposite. That one right there. So we will start with Dash. Are you ready, Dash?
Oh yeah, this is a lot of pressure to go first. All right, let's do this.
Okay. Well, you know that'll teach you to not to show up on time.
Right. That's what
Here
I
we
get
go.
for showing up early. Let's see. I used to make and drink ketchup smoothies. Okay. Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. All right. Listen. Okay.
So that's how
All
you
right.
get on the red team. Got it.
Okay. So
So?
when I was in grade school, which I guess you guys call grade school over there, we used to call it not elementary. God, what do we used to call it?
Primary
Primary.
school.
No, it wasn't primary either.
Oh.
God, it wasn't junior. I just remember that.
Juvie.
Juvie Hall.
I just remember. No, I just because I went to a Catholic school and it was 8 years in the same place. So
Prison,
it
yeah.
wasn't.
Prison,
It wasn't
yeah.
like you had a junior and a high. Like it was all one thing. So every time somebody said like primary whatever, I was just like, no, I'm just in the same
You
school for a
went
year.
to-
Anyway.
The pedophile
I-
palace,
yeah,
right?
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So I was there. Okay. And I wasn't very much liked by anybody.
Really?
And I would do. Well, you know, we're all improvisers.
No,
so we're all
that
weirdos.
was I was being sarcastic.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Okay, got it. I wasn't one of the cool kids, guys. So there was weird things that I used to do all the time, and like I would do milk drinking contests before I found out I was lactose intolerant.
Oh, that is not
I don't.
popularity.
I wish that was the fact.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah. It's like I don't get
because I would have
why.
made you drink milk.
Your sixth grade math class is still cleaning up that mess.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, it was like because you don't know, you're a little kid, and I'm just like, I don't. Why does my stomach hurt so much after school? And it's because we used to do chugging milk of those little cartons of milk. So anyway, so it was stuff like
Dash,
that.
can I pause you for a second?
Sure.
Milk was not made to be chugged. I would say that you may not be lactose intolerant, and the fact that you just consumed more milk than any human should consume at any given
Correct.
moment.
Correct.
Have you considered that?
But your
Even
bones
cows,
don't-
don't chug this.
Don't
stuff.
drink that much milk.
Your
Look,
bone
Casey,
structure is fantastic.
I wanted people to like me, Casey, and this is what, it's like.
When
Go
do you
ahead.
think that's going to happen?
I don't know. If I haven't figured out the formula yet, I'll let you know.
They did a vote in his third grade class of how many of them like Dash, and it was only 2%.
They were dash intolerant.
Yeah, I almost won class president, but it was by a slim margin.
Oh no!
I know. No, let's not go down this road. So I used to do stuff like that, like chugging the milk, or when we used to have hot dogs and baked beans. Like everybody would just give me their baked beans, and I'd eat like an entire plate of baked beans. So well, yes, one of
intolerant.
it was bad. It was like if the kids were cheering me on, I was doing it because I was like, "Yay, attention!" and they liked me. So yeah, one of the things was I would take those little cups. Take one of those little cups that they had to put the ketchup in whenever it was hot dog day or whatever, and I would fill it up with ketchup and then mix it with other stuff that came, and chug it.
You found yourself to be more popular post
No,
ketchup
like
chug?
like I said, it never worked. But it was one of those things where like if they're not, you're a kid, man. You don't know, and you're just like, you know what? If they're gonna laugh at me, I'd rather they laugh at something I'm making happen than something they're making up. Also, this got really sad really quick, so I would like to propose that we move on to the voting section of this.
Oh no!
Let's drag this out.
No.
Is that why you wear
we got this
all
fish on the
red
hook we
now?
want to see him score. Go ahead.
Is that why I wear all red now? Well, I'm on the red team, but also Society Circus players, man. It's our thing.
Gosh, was it at least like good quality ketchup and not like the Costco side
Not on.
of ketchup?
Oh no, it was that stuff that came in the giant
Giant.
Quality
it's
ketchup.
BJ's.
What
Quality
TJ?
ketchup in primary
you
elementary grade school? Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
you start the first day of kindergarten, and then by the time you graduate, it's still the same container of ketchup.
Yeah, basically,
The
yeah,
volume is down
Yeah,
for
it's Catholic school.
yeah, yeah. And it was the three. They had the three containers of things when it was hot dog day. So they had the ketchup, the mustard, and the barbecue sauce. I didn't like the.
They had
I didn't like
barbecue
mustard.
sauce for hot
Yeah.
dog day.
Yeah,
Barbecue sauce was last year's ketchup.
They had the white bread, the wheat bread, and the body of Christ. You know what I mean? Just all the-
the little crackers.
Any other questions that might
Dash,
help
what
us
did you?
uncover?
you made a mix. What did you do with this ketchup?
Yeah, it was like I pump. All right, so it was like, oh god. Okay, so it was I pump
When we're done, by the way, can you post this in the chat because I'm going to definitely try it tomorrow.
the recipe for this. Okay,
Yeah.
So you take the little cups, and it was a few pumps. It was a few pumps of the ketchup, a few pumps of the barbecue sauce. Hold on, and just for texture, you would throw in a couple of the baked beans that came with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Would you believe me? It wasn't as gross as you think it is. I never threw up. No, I never threw up, so it wasn't that gross.
The more you talk about how you consume food, the more convinced I am you absolutely don't have an intolerance to any food.
And it's just me eating gross stuff.
It's
I've grown out of it.
just the science.
I read the Michelin Guide for restaurants, and some of the really good ones are like zero throw up.
Listen, I grew out of eating gross food, and that's why I don't eat a single vegetable. No kale. Okay, so no gross food for me anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to ask us before I throw up. I'm going to ask us to vote.
I don't want to vote. I want to figure out if we can get Dash to cry.
The game has been changed into what can Dash eat in his house now, and what
tonight.
All right, listen. It wasn't all eating stuff. Okay, I do little plays.
Okay, we don't care about that. We don't care about that.
I do care. I don't want to lose this week, so I can't lose.
Some Saturday night I'll manage to get Dash on Doghouse After Dark, and we'll watch him do all of this stuff. I mean, he can have the whole show to himself, and we can just have that. And I'll just stand on the side watching. I need a vote.
I was gonna say I just picture him leaving for school every day, and his mom saying they're all gonna laugh at you, and then there's a bucket of ketchup, and it just pours on. And I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
My gut tells me that this is a lie, but Dash's gut tells me that this is also
Okay.
Ryan?
I'm actually going to say it's true. I think Dash was pretty convincing, and he seems pretty sad about this period of his life. And it seems like this has kind of like formed him into the person he is today. So I'm going to say this had a big impact on who he is, and I'm going to go with true.
Because anything sad has got to be true.
Especially for us improvisers.
So I'll need a consensus.
I'll reiterate. I think it's a lie because it didn't really fit the title, and I think he mashed in stuff from his real life. I'm just insurance, because if you go with true, then you guys can't blame me later.
Okay.
Point of clarification: no matter what happens, I will blame you, Daniel. I will find you. I am the one that made your internet shit before you came on here, and somehow you made it work.
Okay, we need to get to it. We don't have a 4-hour show, and we're
Daniel, go ahead, buddy. You're the team captain.
We're going with true. You guys outweigh me.
Oh, what?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No,
This is wrong. You guys are wrong.
it is extremely wrong. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Well, guess what, Ryan? I hate you now. So just know that. Your Friendly Confines podcast. I'm going to leave a shitload of bad reviews. I don't know how to do it, and I don't know where to find it. But you're dead. You are dead to me.
You know what, Casey? Before you leave bad reviews, just sign up for the free Cubs hat we're giving away, and you can get one before that bad review.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Oh, that's great. I will do that. I do need a hat.
Yeah.
To poop on.
So we move down to Daniel now.
I'm gonna save you guys the trouble. Like before he even shows what it is, it's a lie. Okay. So,
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Make sure I get the right one. There we go.
as a pet, I once had a large white duck named Ziggy. I sometimes walked him on a leash. As you do.
Yes, you do.
As
this
you
is
do.
true, so I can make fun of you in later episodes.
Where were you when this took place?
So I was living in Sunrise at the time. This was middle school, high school-ish, like right on the cusp.
Did they call it middle school? There,
Yeah, did they
or
call
high
it middle school
or
or high
did they
school?
have another name for that? Or?
Junior
I don't
high.
know. That barbecue sauce ketchup shot was fantastic.
Okay,
Go on.
go on.
You just gave us a timer. How did you come to be in the presence of this duck?
So I used to live right near a big pet shop. They had every now and then weird stuff. We'd always beg my parents to go in there. At the time, some of our longtime family pets had passed away, and they didn't want to get us another dog. It was one of those things where it's like we don't want to make another heartbreaking investment of another 14 years. You know how that tends to be.
So instead, they made a less heartbreaking investment by having something that would die sooner.
Or
And
collect.
they could eat afterwards.
we forced them into it. We forced them into it. It
What
was-
other type of animals have you had as a human?
Well,
So-
we know he's had moss.
And what kind of pets have you had when you were not a human?
Well, as a pet, I must say that
That's how I read it. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I've had dogs, cats, birds, reticulated python, iguana.
Mm-mm.
What the fuck was that? So my stepbrother had a lot of bearded dragon.
Oh yeah.
He had a lot of reptiles too. So we've had a lot of things going on, I'd say.
Where did you keep Ziggy?
So we had.
Duck.
So he was allowed to kind of roam, but we had him in a cage. He had a big cage, like a cage that Flash could fit into. I almost said Dash. Flash.
like a crate kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Did you name the duck?
No. So there was a miniature war in our house on what we would name it and who would get to name it. I don't remember what I wanted to, but it was actually something cool.
Did
I don't
the
know.
losing side in your house still wave flags and have monuments even though they lost?
So,
Not touching that one.
questions. What did you feed Ziggy, and what is your take on whether or not it is appropriate to feed ducks bread?
So I remember that being a thing, and we fed him a lot of oats. Now, I know we fed him more than oats, but I remember feeding him handfuls of oats all the time. Yeah, we made an effort not to feed him bread because we had heard that that's actually not what you're supposed to feed them.
And how did Hall feel about that?
You know what? I can't go for that.
I
is
can't
what
go for that. No.
I can say.
Yeah.
And
Wait, they were two guys? I thought it was one guy named Holland Oates.
Holland does.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I saw a really good interview with them and Paul Lazan, this gentleman from CNN. It was really cool.
How far along was this duck when you got him, and what was the harness made out of that you would walk him with?
So, how I really don't understand duck ears. I'll just be. I don't know how I can say that and not make it seem like a lie, but I don't know. I don't know duck ears.
There goes this round. Let's go to Barry.
I don't know duck ears.
So
Um,
where would you find a duck neck sized leash? Duck neck sized collar.
No, so
Like a
Interesting.
chihuahua's neck is like this, and even that's like way bigger than a duck neck.
no. Interestingly enough, there's a market for this shit, and it's not a ring. It's not like a Daffy Duck cartoon. It's like a loose harness, and because of the wings, it doesn't have to be that tight. It tucks under. You know, you just kind of. It's like almost like a vest.
So you put like a down vest over your duck.
Not a down vest.
Sweater.
That'd just be
No.
cool.
Yeah. It was actually an ugly Christmas sweater that he would wear.
It's almost like shoelace type material, right?
After the duck died, they used it to make a vest for the next duck.
And you've only ever had one duck?
Yeah, that was a failed experiment.
Okay.
One reason being a lot of accidents.
No
not
shit.
unlike after Dash drinks too much milk.
Okay, I'm going to have you, the red team. I'm going
What's
to
your
have
pet,
you
Dash?
vote. Let's get a vote from the red team. Is it true? Did Daniel once have a large white duck as a pet named Ziggy, and sometimes walk him on a leash?
There was a lot of specific information that I feel could have been true, but it also could have been like repurposed from somewhere else in his life. I'm leaning towards true.
Okay, Barry, Lauren.
It's difficult because I feel like with the reptiles, it's likely that you'd also have a duck, but also I didn't ask if the reptiles and the ducks coexisted, so I'm almost thinking false.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that ducks are not indoor pets, and so unless you had a yard or something, you wouldn't keep a cage out there because it would get rusty. So that just doesn't track for me. Like you would typically keep a duck in like a duck house or someplace with bedding material, unless you're just an idiot, which is possible. But I think
Shots fired.
What's up?
What's that?
Daniel is triggered.
Joey and Chandler had a duck. Just remember that, Lauren.
Yeah, look at how well that went over.
They
Okay,
had
on
Well,
TV.
I need not discussion, but
Sorry,
a
I think
resolution.
I think the consensus is it's false. It is not true.
Is that the consensus? Just nod.
I agree, false.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
it's a lie.
turns out that it is a lie.
I didn't have a duck. Why would I have a pet duck? But I had a friend who did. I did have a friend who did.
I had a white pet duck named Ziggy. So
Really?
There you go.
yes, I did.
After Ziggy Marley?
No, after a guy, after a friend of mine.
Okay.
And where did you have
Daniel,
him in a
why?
crate?
Why?
No, he lived mostly outside in the backyard. This is in Long Island ducks. See, they were the type of Long Island duck, like a white duck, not the crappy ones you have down here. But
Daniel is winning to you, me losing. Is that?
Hey man, I'm putting it all on Ryan. I'm just shifting it away from
Casey, first of all, I would wear this as a badge of honor. You have the record for the most losses in this game. Congratulations to you.
And that record is about to be shattered by Casey himself. It's Casey's turn, and here we go. Are you ready?
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
going to bother asking. Here it comes.
I once pulled a hamstring while walking a very small dog.
What type of very small dog?
It was actually a duck. It was.
It was a goose. It was Ziggy.
Yes.
It was a little min pin, and we were house sitting. It's back in my single days. I might have had one too many beverages the night before, and the min pin was not in his little leash. His collar as tight as it needed to be, and so he got off of it, and I chased.
Mm.
And the first step pulled my hamstring, and the dog came back because when I screamed in pain and hit the ground, the dog felt terrible, came over and licked my face. And then I was able to grab the dog and limp back to the house. But my hamstring was shot for a week.
Did the dog have a certificate from Harvard?
It turns out did not get accepted into Harvard. We applied for them at a number of different places.
Okay.
Got into the University of Evansville, which is where I went.
The dog eventually went to Duke.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thankfully, at the time, the dog was an RN, so it helped greatly.
It knew that licking the face would do the trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were laid up. You were laid up for a week with the hamstring injury.
So I had to still go see clients. I was in mortgage at the time, and I didn't know how to do how do you nurse a hamstring injury? There's not like a brace that you wear, but every time I would get out of the car, it would pull and do that like Charlie horse thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally had to just keep my legs straight the whole time. So I would have to swing my leg out and then pull myself out of the car so that it didn't jam up again.
What was the name of the dog?
Oh, Jesus. This was a long time ago. Dog? I don't know. It was like a human name. It was something like Jim or like Bob or Max. Some like, I don't know.
Francis.
This is the
Daniel.
So, were you walking it by yourself?
Yeah, I was. So I don't know. We probably got about 15 yards away from their townhouse, and what?
I'm just agreeing. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, but on the way back, there was only one set of footprints.
Then I carried you.
it was actually Jesus's footsteps.
Was the dog able to go in this trip, or did he you have to come back out at some point for the dog to finish?
So the dog was in the middle of going, and it was one of those dogs where they like to kind of stretch the lead, they want their privacy while they're doing it, so they pull away from you, and that was the whole deal. Is I was trying to pull him back in, and when I did that, that's when the collar came off.
Mm.
Okay.
So yeah, he did his business.
Okay, I'm going to need a consensus from the red team. Is it true?
So Barry, great job asking what the name of the dog was, because I feel that if Casey would have just made up a name, it would have been a lie. But the fact that he can't remember the name implies that it's true, because do you really care that much? Yeah.
Yeah, but that being said, if you were to blame the dog for your injury, which Casey inevitably would have done, that dog would have been etched on a wall on his shit list forever. Remember that.
I do have a Daniel board.
It's pictures in red string all attached together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a case that I don't have to make because I already know who to blame, but I still put everything together.
Who do I blame for the fact that we don't have an answer yet?
I'm thinking lie as well, because Casey said he walked the dog, but he said we a handful of times while speaking, and yeah, I just it could be true, but I don't think it is.
So basically, you're saying it's a lie.
Yeah, it's two lies, one truth. So yeah, lie.
Okay. Well, as it turns out, it is.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
guys.
terrible at this game. Thanks, guys. You guys are saving the red team.
Got my ears on.
Right. No. Oh well.
This
Sweet.
So just FYI,
Sweet.
this is supposed to be a fun game.
Yeah, we're bringing out some
One of the things that I found out about myself this week is I am a cutter.
It's cheaper than huffing gas with the prices the way they are.
I did get therapy this week, and
From cutting.
That's working.
from the
okay.
cutting.
Yeah.
Barry, you're up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Barry. This is yours.
I once was a security guard for TV chef Gordon Ramsay.
I'm sorry.
Who? So first of all, how many people were interviewed? And because I can think of basically everyone that would be interviewed, I would pick as security prior to you. Like I would pick Lauren for security.
I have no idea how many people were interviewed. But fully not sure.
What was that interview process?
It was pretty much given to me because someone knew that they were filming something in town.
What were they filming?
Kitchen Nightmares. Not Hell's Kitchen. Kitchen Nightmares.
Tell us about the gig, the actual gig.
So the gig was very similar to a PA gig. So just an all-around do what we need you to do type of gig, which a lot of it was just security. You know, not like a bodyguard or anything, just like a set security type thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Made sure nobody tampered with the sausages or anything.
Did you get a gun?
I'm sorry, the bangers.
No gun. I did get a walkie-talkie though.
Did you hit anyone with it?
No.
Did they have like set rules, like you couldn't look at him or you couldn't talk to him or anything like that? You had to stay distanced away from him and stuff?
I mean, you know, I don't really think they didn't tell me that. I don't know if they had to tell other people that. I tend to be pretty hands-off as far as getting in people's personal space.
As a security guard? Good. That's a good quality.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think as a security guard...
He doesn't want to get involved.
Where was the shoot located?
It was actually in New Jersey.
Everything's legal in New Jersey.
Oh, man. White House Station, New Jersey?
At the White House?
No.
You're getting creative with these township names.
I could have said it was in Raritan Valley or Bound Brook or Somerville.
Yeah.
Lauren, didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I'm from New Jersey. New Jersey has a lot of really weirdly named towns.
Yeah, same.
Weehawken, Cohocus.
Yeah, they're all Native American names.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And when it gets wet there, it's slippery.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So the interview process. Sorry, the interview process was like a security guard interview process, or like a PA, like a on-site, like a film kind of interview process.
More like an on-site do everything type job. But security was the majority of that job.
How many new British slang words did you learn while you were on set?
None really, because you're not working directly with him. I'd say though that there was some slang learned because other people that were crew and whatnot were from different places.
How long was it? Just a one-day thing that you did, or was this over multiple days?
I think it was like a 5 or 7 day thing.
What was the pay rate?
Oh man, not great. I remember that. Definitely wasn't breaking the bank, but it was like full days of work. So
He got 10 pounds, 4 shillings.
Did you do a good job, or did you end up serving that Wellington raw?
No, I mean, they never called back and hired me for anything. So, I mean, I guess I did fine. But
because Gordon Ramsay died that day. He died that day on set.
From eating raw chicken.
You didn't do great.
How long
chicken
ago
tartare.
How long ago? 10 years?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to ask for debate and consensus on the blue team. Is it true or false?
I'm going to go, this is a lie, because Barry looked more lost than I did on my lie. Or Barry could be super stoned. But those are my only two. Those are my only two
Well, this is a repeat of last time, where he's talking about some film he had a part in, and when you ask him the questions, he's just like vaguely saying very specific things. Well, I don't know, exactly 10 days.
That's a spot on Barry.
I'm great at impressions.
So what is that? You're saying?
What are we saying? I don't know. Ryan, I'm with you in this. I have no idea.
Yeah. Are you saying a lie, Dan?
I think it's true, just based on last time and his pattern.
Yeah.
His patterns of approach.
Okay.
Dan, I'm actually with you on this one, Dan. I think it's also true. I don't know, Barry.
If he's saying true, I gotta go false now.
Gordon Ramsay though is such an arbitrary celebrity to be a security PA, person.
Just know that if it's not Barry, then this was a job Tom did. Just so you know.
Hey, remember, I was security for the cowboy from the YMCA that one time, so
and Dr. Who.
It happens.
I'm
Dr. Who, yeah.
I'm going to go with true, but yes, to Daniel's point, you can clearly see my track record. So, but I say true.
It's
I'm certain that it's false. I'm certain it's false, but Daniel, I'm sure Daniel. Let's bring the ship down.
Daniel says true. Daniel's captain. Turns out it's true.
Gotta change up the strategy now.
You gotta play the player. You gotta play
Daniel,
the player.
You have caught on. So
yeah.
Hey, I'm just happy I finally got one.
I'm sure that Casey will thank you now for saving.
Probably not.
No, you guys had to let us get one, or else I would have filed a complaint with the FCC, and you guys know this.
Didn't get one last week.
That's what I'm saying. We can't double sweep.
We're bouncing up now to Lauren. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, here we go. Where are you? There you are.
I was once the star of a cable access talk show.
What was the name of the show?
Wake Up San Francisco.
Between two ferns.
Ziggy and me.
Yes. My very smart dog and me. It was called What's Up.
How late in the night did they stay up thinking of that title of that show?
Well, I mean, this was kind of back in the day when the Budweiser frogs were like super popular. So like anything that kind of, I guess, harkened back to that commercial, we hoped might bring an audience so that we could be cool.
Lauren, I want to see the episode where you go, well, there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't "what's up," it's "what's up," because, we use proper English.
Yeah, it's public access, and you have to look down on your whole audience. I get it.
Yeah, correct.
Lauren, what was so would you have guests on each episode? Is that what you would do? And you would interview them?
Yeah.
And who were the guests that you brought on? What type of guests were they?
Gordon Ramsay was on once, I think.
Oh, yeah.
like the local mayor of your town or something?
We had some kids come and perform. They were from like a local band, and they played a couple of sets. We only had a couple of episodes. It was kind of a thing. It was, I was working at the TV studio for the summer, and there's programming as you usually have, and so the guy I was reporting to asked me, like, hey, do you and Lisa, like this other person who's working, they're like, do you guys want a show? And we're like, sure.
Yeah, that's literally how cable access works. Yeah, that's literally how cable access works.
How old were you at the time? When was this?
Summer between my senior year of high school and when I started college.
And how long was the show?
And how long did it feel?
Did it feel longer than this show?
It's about half an hour. If you counting commercial breaks and like playing with the video special effects, which I really liked doing. because special effects are really fun. So we can have like our names in like different colors and stuff, like changing and moving around and stuff. Because I thought that was super cool.
Okay.
What year was it?
Why did you only have 2 episodes? Why didn't you guys do more?
Because it was toward the end of the summer, and it was just one of those things where it was probably like, I don't know, end of July, August, something like that. And between schedules and just going to school, it was just sort of like, oh, well, I guess that's all we have time for. So that's what we did.
They didn't ask you back and be like, hey, this blew up. We want you to come back and turn this into a regular series. They didn't.
No, and unfortunately, it did not. I mean, does cable access even have ratings? I mean, I think it was just a thing.
I mean, I still have my What's Up coffee mug.
You said this was in New Jersey?
Yeah, this is in New Jersey.
Where you grew up?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the coffee mug. I've still got the tote bag.
With how exciting these details are, I'm
They
really
are exciting.
surprised
So
it got
now-
canceled.
Let's see. Yeah.
It was really cool. I weaseled my way into getting an internship, and so I kind of learned a little bit of everything, like working cameras and playing with the video toaster thing and drinking lots of free coffee. And so, yeah, like whatever it was I was asked to do. And of course, I like performing anyway. So it was just like, okay, I'll do that.
And they had a sequel to that show. What was up with What's Up?
And then don't forget.
Oh, that was on VHS.
That was a behind the scenes. Yeah.
A VH on VH1.
Special features.
That.
Yes.
Which now is turned into a VHS tape, Casey. They do have that. You can have it for play on your VCR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys giving out VHS tapes on your podcast, Friendly Confine?
Okay, I need a VHS from you. I need a very honest suggestion right now.
Nice.
So whether it's true or false, I need the blue team to confer and come up with whether it is true or false.
Can we
that Lauren was once the star of a cable access talk show?
Can we just fast forward to us winning this shit? What do you guys think?
It wouldn't be kind to rewind to last week. That's for sure.
I'm gonna say lie. I don't know. This doesn't pass the smell test for me personally. It doesn't add up.
Ryan's been on a lot of canceled shows, and so he knows what that feels like.
Yes, I've been canceled plenty of times, so I know.
Same.
I know a cancellation and a lie when I hear what it's doing.
Anyone else?
When you get canceled from cable access, there is nowhere to go from there. There's no there's no has been, cable access celebrity show that they bring you together to, it just ends.
Yeah.
Chris Gethard got canceled from cable access, and now his show is on HBO. So just know that happened. Which, by the way, if you watch this far, just watch One Man's Trash on YouTube, which is the Chris Gethard show, or Show Us Your Pets, or whatever is the name of the other episode. Show Us Your Pets or whatever is a great thing to watch. Just throwing out there. Also, Lauren's a liar. Go ahead, Daniel.
I'm starting to think this is true. I am. I was on the fence, but I am starting to think it's true because this is like trying to get a new accolade and get some cool stuff under your belt and learn about on-site stuff and get on TV. It's this all Lauren. I just check. And when she's been lying and other things, she's been so like more into it and animated. And this time
she also her feelings got hurt when I called her a liar. I don't know if you guys saw that. She got a little upset just when the accusation hit her, and she was just like,
So I'm gonna need a
all right, Daniel, go for it. I'll go with Daniel's answer. If you think it's true, Daniel, go ahead.
I could be wrong because she's one of my hardest adversaries on this thing.
So you're saying what, Daniel?
You guys good with true?
No.
Hey,
of course, that's what happened last time, and you were right in case he was wrong. So you never know. Daniel, say it. True or false?
It's a lie.
Well, unfortunately, it's true.
Daniel, we were gonna say true.
We were going to say true, and then we were going to say false, and then we were going to say true.
Know how much pleasure Daniel has right now, knowing that he's just twisting the knife inside of me. I have zero happiness in my life. This is the only thing that gives me any kind of hope, and clearly I have to quit this too.
Just a quick little bit of background about how
I don't want to hear it, Lauren. I'm upset.
The giveaway was when you said video toaster, Lauren. That's when I was like, she's telling the truth. Because nobody, like, who calls it a video toaster except for people who have been in a cable access station?
All right.
I want to hear Lauren's tidbit.
I did competitive quiz bowl in high school, and so our quiz bowl shows were filmed at the local cable access studio. And so when my team won, I went to the host of the thing and was like, "So I haven't heard back about the internship." And he's looking at me like, "What internship?" Because I totally made it up. And I was like, "Oh, my resume never made it to your desk. I'll make sure I send you another one." So like that night, I wrote up my resume and sent it to him, and that's how I got the internship. So,
Nice. You did the Pam move of office administrator. Fantastic.
Okay, Ryan.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Let's end the show.
It all matters.
I don't care how much content we have to create. Let the audience fuck off for another 6 minutes. I'm done.
7 more minutes, Casey. 7 more minutes.
There you go. Okay, Brian, here's yours.
I once struck out in a baseball game in Little League while being hit by a pitch.
Oh my God, this happened to me.
While chugging Milk Dash?
Yeah, at the same time.
Who was the lady who turned you down?
So I was about 14 years old, and I was playing Little League. And when people often ask me why I became a sportscaster, it was because my athletic prowess was just this, not being very good. So I was at the plate, and in baseball, what happens is when you get hit by a pitch, you're actually taught to turn your back away from the plate so you get hit in the back, because if you do what I did and you just try to get out of the way, I came forward with the bat and it proceeded to hit me in the thigh, and I was on the ground crying. I mean, this kid threw it hard, and I had a huge welt on my leg, and I was just withering in pain at that point. And
you're the same age as Randy Johnson, right? So that was when Randy Johnson was in high school.
That's right.
Is that true?
Yes, that is true. Randy Johnson was the pitcher at this point. And before he threw it at me, a bird had gotten in the way of the basketball.
Daniel's pet.
Yes, it was a duck.
Should have kept that thing on a leash.
Ryan, what grade were you in?
If I was like 13 or 14, I was either like 8th grade or freshman year in high school. So I was on the ground and I was like ready to take first base, and the ump all of a sudden called a strike on me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like on the ground crying at this point. And
well, at least you didn't have to get up and run.
Well, yeah. No, but that was the best part, is that I actually then got back up to the plate, because I think that was like only strike 2, and then I ended up striking out anyway.
Can someone
I went back to the bench and just like was dejected.
Can someone explain sports ball rules to me, that if you get hit by a pitch, is it normally considered a strike, or is that considered?
No. Normally, if you get hit by a pitch, you automatically go to first base.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The reason I did not take first base at Lauren was because of the way I came across. I took the bat and did this because I was trying to get out of the way, and yet that's why he called a strike. So technically, it was the correct call. If I had turned my back the other way and gotten hit in the back and turned the bat away from the plate,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been.
Brian's a martyr.
Was this was this for a school league or was it for like an independent park little league?
Yeah, no, it was like just Little League that I was playing in. It was like the youth baseball
It's
league.
a Little League World Series.
Yeah. Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
What team were you on?
Honestly, I think we were like the Reds or something like that. It was like, they give you like
That's
team
racist.
names.
and also, what type
Says
of
the man
bat,
wearing all red that drinks ketchup. Continue.
what type of bats did you guys use?
What type of bat do we use?
Yeah.
Like one from like Wuhan.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Bat.
No, it's way too late.
It's aluminum. There were aluminum bats. We use aluminum bats.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna break up this thing, and I'll need a red team to discuss and come up with a consensus. Blah blah.
I'm gonna say lie unless the umpire was just a complete failure at his job. I'm gonna say lie.
All right, Lauren.
I could easily lean towards lie only because I think age-wise, I feel like Little League ends and then you're in high school baseball.
Yeah.
So I could sit on lie, but I feel like this is something that could have happened with Ryan's relationship with baseball.
So basically, it's the same answer you usually give,
lie.
which is
I
it
say
could be
lie.
a lie, but it could be the truth.
I'll say lie.
Okay. And Lauren.
This is the sport with end zones.
No.
Yeah.
Every sport has
one of
end
these
zones.
days.
Definitely go with whatever Lauren.
If baseball needs the ratings, they'll put in end zones.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They put in the goddamn designated hitter. They'll do anything.
Yeah, Ryan, how many
Yeah.
touchdowns did you score in that game?
We'll defer to whatever Dash and Barry say.
So what did Dash and Barry say?
Lie.
He said lie.
Lie. All right,
Okay.
lie.
As it turns out, it is true.
What?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What?
That's
That
crappy.
umpire was
And that one was worth 2 points, like in
That umpire
baseball.
was paid off.
You
And
can get that umpire canceled.
My athletic career in a nutshell.
Yeah, and that's our game in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
The
redemption.
red team wins. Yeah, I once had a guy on my little league team, older little league team, who got a single, got to first base, turned over around the base, which you do, turned around and came back, but instead of turning right, he turned left.
Yeah.
Circled around and came back, and they tagged him out, and he was out.
Yeah. Which you can do in Major League Baseball, but in Little League they always teach you to turn right. So
Yeah.
stupid.
So they're a bunch of assholes in Little League. Okay, so that's that. The red team wins. Any parting words from anybody? We have a minute left to go.
Nothing good.
So here Casey rant some more.
No.
Nothing
People will
good.
think-
Just know the game is fixed. Whatever.
like Ryan's
I've never
baseball
seen the
team.
prize that you're supposed to get. So Dash, Barry, Lauren, enjoy whatever that prize is that all three of you colluded to get with Russia and
China. Don't forget China.
Well, they do call it Red China. So
well, Daniel is from China, so that's
True.
fine.
Ni hao, Loma.
yeah, right.
You're from
China.
What?
From China.
So, in case you like this,
In case you like this, go get checked out.
at midnight tonight, we've got a best of this featuring this particular volume features Casey, Jesse, and Ben, but everybody's in it. But that's mostly that. So that'll be at midnight tonight.
Ooh, best of.
And
So what
make
you're
sure-
saying, Tom, is we can watch Casey lose again later tonight.
Oh my God.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Ryan, I'm going to throw a baseball at your fucking skull the next time I see you. And the best part is, I know you're going to walk right into it. So
And still strike out.
Yes. Well, he once pulled a
hate you
hamstring
guys.
getting a base on balls.
That's right.
Okay. So that's it for tonight's show. Thank you very much, Dash, Barry, Lauren, Ryan, Casey, Daniel. As always, it's always good to see you. So I'll see you. Take care, guys.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.